Yeah, no, we definitely have a landlord tip of the week. I could spit those out all day long. The one I want to bring up today is insurance. You know, to always you're going to buy this insurance for your property, and the lowest rate's not always the smartest rate. It's really about what your coverage is, and sometimes too much coverage. I see people take on too, where I think a certain amount of you have to have a balance of your insurance where, if you have a lot of properties, maybe you have a higher deductible because you're in a way self-insuring that first $10,000. For us, when we had the portfolio, we had, we kind of self-insured ourselves for that first 10,000 because most of the stuff we weren't going to file a claim on. It was more looking for the major issues. But just along those lines, make sure whoever you're working with, your insurance broker, is a broker that along the lines of like the real estate agent, it's somebody that focuses on investment properties. We have a lot of insurance guys that all they do is focus on owner occupied. And it's a different ballgame when you're having that conversation about what you're really insuring. For me, one of the things that I messed up on when it comes to insurance is, we had a couple of buildings burned down, their total losses, and I had them underinsured, and I could have probably walked away with a couple $100,000 more on each one if I would have, or even $100,000 more on each one if I would have made a couple of adjustments along the way versus just letting insurance go as a stale item.
Yeah, 100% agree. Like, it's one of those things you don't care about, and you try to drive down the number, and then when it happens to you, you're like, oh crap. You never want to be in that situation. You want to be covered. Real estate's about minimizing that big loss, not getting slapped with that big hit, right? And this is how you do it, even if you pay a little bit more a month. I also want to call it, if you're doing the rehab, getting the appropriate insurance there with the builder's risk. Going back to a fire, like if you're doing a $100K rehab on a $100K home and you didn't have the builder's risk, you just had a policy for $100K and you're 80% way done with the rehab, like you're screwed. You're getting $100K. You're not getting 180 or 200 or whatever it is. Like you are in a bad position there.
Yeah. And think about one more thing here. And this is probably the best tip of all. If you have a rental property and it goes vacant, a lot of insurance companies will not insure it if it's been vacant for more than 60 days and you have not given the insurance notice. So they probably range on the times, but we've had people, I don't know if it was really under our management, but we've been around scenarios where people have had break-ins and it might've been day 85 or whatever, and they didn't get the claim covered because it was per that insurance policy, their specifics where it had to be less than 60 days or otherwise you had to notify. So keep that in mind. We put in our management agreement out based on those circumstances that if your place vacant for over 60 days, to make sure that you're notifying your insurance broker.